Welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to take you on a collection of 10-minute tidies. The idea of a 10-minute tidy is to give your space 10 minutes of undivided attention. If you're done after the 10 minutes, great. If you need a few minutes to finish your tasks after that 10 minutes is up, that's also great. I don't clean these rooms directly following one another. Our bedroom is always first. I always start by making the bed, then clearing up the clothes or shoes that are lying around, or tossing them into a basket to carry them into a different room in the house. And this day, Rachel had folded a load of laundry, so I decided to put that away as well. For the sake of this video, I decided to set a timer on my phone to show you how long it took me to clean up these spaces. And please disregard the cracks at the bottom of the screen, and my phone fell off the stroller onto the sidewalk last summer. I was a little surprised making my bed took 4.5 minutes. Anyway, I am now putting away the clothes that Rachel folded this morning. I ran out of hangers, so I just folded some and put them on this little organizer. And then I put Emmett's clothes into a basket along with rags that needed to go to the kitchen. And a couple stuffed animals that needed to go into Emmett's room as well went into this basket. Next, I just needed to organize all my scrunchies, and I needed to put these glow sticks that Emmett had in here away as well. And then I had put those towels that were on the dresser away. And then I was actually kind of surprised that it only took 9.5 minutes to clean up this room. Next, I needed to clean up Emmett's room a little bit. He had a little bit of the flu these last few days, so there's a little bit of cleanup from that. His fresh sheets were laying on top of the crib that had been sprayed down the night before, and on the floor is baking soda and lemon essential oil to clean up his puke, for lack of a better term. I apologize. And then I don't know why I always battle this tiny crib mattress to put a sheet on. It is so hard for me. Anyway, so I just needed to put on Emmett's fresh sheet so he could sleep in there today. And then I wanted to vacuum out this baking soda. It actually had gotten caked onto the carpet, but it cleaned up little puke better than I've ever cleaned up in the past. And I would always suggest to cover it up with lemon essential oil because it doesn't stain your carpet and it takes the smell away completely. Once I finished vacuuming up that little spot, I decided to vacuum the entire floor because I just couldn't leave one spot vacuumed on his floor. And I was actually pleasantly surprised when I had seen that the timer had only said 4.5 minutes. Now it was time to put away the clothes from the basket that Rachel had folded and put away some of this other stuff. He still uses little swaddles. I don't know, he never grew up from these and I'm not going to force him. And then his glow sticks as well as his stuffed animals and these flashcards over here needed to be put away as well. Next, I just needed to tidy up this shelf and move things off of it that didn't need to be over here anymore and just get it all ready to go for the day. And once I was done with that, I needed to vacuum this last half of Emmett's bedroom. Now, before I was completely done, I just needed to put back books that we had read from yesterday and organize his little bookmobile, and then we're done. The next room that needed a little bit of TLC was Emmett's playroom. This room does not get the attention it needs. It is just an area where he plays, and I often only clean this room every other day, if that. So today I was just putting everything back to where it needs to go in his kitchen. Next, I needed to put these flashcards in this formula can with a slot cut in the lid. And then these wipes in the hallway, I just wanted to put them away because I've been looking at them this whole time. And these books go in this little wall shelf, and Emmett plays with this barn every day. So I put the animals back in it, I moved the balls, I put his toys just kind of back where he would play with it. I moved it around just a little bit to see the best system to accommodate to Emmett's needs. And then I was done with this room besides vacuuming, which I had done after. I forgot about the leftover toys that were left on the floor right here, which I had just tossed into the basket that I needed to take out to the living room and the dining room. And then I had gotten these little things at Daiso. They're to help with push-ups and planks so they don't put strain on your wrist, but Emmett loves to just crawl around with them, so they're his now. Okay, does anyone's kid play with a box? Like, this is Emmett's favorite box. He just plays with it. It's empty. The puzzle is out for him to play with, and he doesn't even love the puzzle. He just loves the box to the puzzle. He loves the pictures. I don't know. He's just obsessed with the box itself. Once I was done vacuuming, I just needed to put these shirts away. I want to pack these shirts when we move back to the States, but I don't wear them right now because it's winter, it's too cold for me to wear them. But we are moving to Florida, so I wanted to bring some t-shirts. And once I had put those away, I just wanted to vacuum our bedroom a little bit as well as the hallway. This I didn't count in my 10-minute tidy timer, but I figured since I had vacuumed Emmett's room and the playroom, I would just vacuum these other rooms while I had the vacuum out. Next, I wanted to clean the bathrooms, but I wanted to include these in the same 10 minutes because all I needed to do was clean off the countertops, wipe down the mirrors and the counters. I wasn't going to clean the toilet this day because we're out of toilet bowl cleaner, but I just wanted to get this done super quick because Rachel and Emmett had went outside to the park and I have FOMO and I really wanted to go to the park with them, so I was just trying to get this part of the house done so I could go join them. I was pretty optimistic about including both bathrooms in the same 10 minutes since it wasn't even at 5 minutes yet. I was optimistic until I had gotten to Emmett's bathroom. Since he had gotten sick the night before, this bathroom was kind of destroyed because he had taken a bath at 10 p.m. when we realized that he had thrown up in his crib, and his diaper from then was still on the counter, and his toys were scattered everywhere. The towels from this morning I had just thrown on the counter. So I was just wiping everything off, putting it back to where it needed to go, and I needed to put Emmett's toys back away. I had sprayed them all with thieves before I left that night, so they were all just laying in his tub drying off. We use these Zollipops as potty training bribery. They're sugar-free. They're amazing if you want some guilt-free bribery. Now I was just going to pick up Emmett's bath toys. We have this cute little frog that you can scoop the toys up with, and then it just hangs up on the wall with the little legs. Lastly, I just wanted to spray the tub out and wipe it out again. I was just trying to kill this flu virus before it took over the entire house. And then this had taken me a little longer than 10 minutes just because I got carried away with the cleaning. Now it was the next day and I needed to clean up the dining room a little bit. I had brought out the basket from the bedrooms the day before, but I had never put it away, so it was time to do that. This stuff, we had got a box from a family friend yesterday, and then we had some Easter snacks delivered, and Emmett's St. Patrick's Day books were on the floor, so I just wanted to start with cleaning those up. And then I wanted to pick up the cars that belonged outside, so I just threw them out on the patio. I did not put them away. And then Emmett got this basketball the other day, so I wanted to go move that. And I needed to put the snacks we had gotten from our friend in the pantry, then put away the animals from the playroom where they belonged, and the laundry basket into the laundry room. And I had looked for this portable charger in our box of travel stuff the day before, and I needed to put that away, along with Emmett's nose Frida, since he's been kind of getting over this weird sickness. And all of this stuff belonged in this closet at the end of the hallway, which I was trying to be super quiet because Emmett was asleep in the bedroom right next to it. And the stuff I left on the floor just needed to go into Emmett's closet. And now that I was done cleaning off the table, last was just to wipe the table off. And if you look up close, we redid this table a couple of years ago, but the finish on the top of the table has kind of worn off. So it's scratched, I've painted on it, it has all sorts of nicks and dings. So we do plan to redo this table, but for now it is just fine since Emmett is crazy. He's just a little 1-year-old, so it really doesn't matter when we get to refinishing the top, it will get done in time. The last thing I wanted to do in the dining room was to sweep out underneath the table because you know how it gets underneath the table. There are crumbs and dried bits of food, and it was just time so that we didn't keep stepping on crumbs and dragging them all over the house. Now it was time to clean up the kitchen. It wasn't too bad. I did end up going over by about 3 minutes because I ended up emptying the dishwasher, which was not part of my original plan. It was kind of spontaneous, but the air fryer was still out from the night before. All of supper dishes were still out after being washed last night. And then we had some papers that needed to go away, but I just put them in the junk drawer. There was a charger that needed to be picked up and just some dishes in the sink that needed to be washed. First, I was setting my timer and then putting the papers that needed to go in well, they needed to be filed, but I put them in the junk drawer. And then after that, I tidied up the junk drawer just a little bit and put the towels away under the sink. And then once everything was put away, it was time to put the dishes away from the night before so I could clean this off and do the dirty dishes in the sink. By now, I had decided that I was going to empty the dishwasher, so I wanted to spray the counters off first because I didn't want to put clean dishes on a dirty counter. Emmett was still sleeping when I decided to empty the dishwasher, and normally this is a project I save for when he's awake because he's a very light sleeper, and any noise he hears from the kitchen, it's like he gets excited and he wants to just be out there and play. But so I was trying to be super quiet, so I kind of think that's why it took me so long to empty this dishwasher. I had noticed that I went over 10 minutes, but I still wanted to get these dishes done. But I think that's kind of the point of the 10-minute tidy is just to get you cleaning and you feel motivated to finish the task while you're in it because nobody wants to leave a task half done. And to make sure the kitchen was complete, I just needed to wipe down the countertops one more time and sweep the floors to make sure all the crumbs were gone so that this day would start off fresh. The last room for today is the living room. This is the state of the living room before nap time. This was the entire morning of Emmett playing, and this is just how it looks every day before nap time and before bedtime. I often clump the entryway in with our living room to clean because you see it from the living room. So Emmett and I had gone on a walk this morning and I needed to put the stroller away and just clean up this whole area. First, I wanted to start off in the entryway since it's the smallest area and it's the easiest impact to make it look cleaner. So I wanted to fold the blanket on the stroller, and the stroller just goes in this weird little hallway between the laundry room and the kitchen. And so I had to put away our snow boots that day since Emmett had ripped them all down. And I actually think I can put the snow boots away forever because it is done snowing here now. And next, I just needed to add all these toys back to the bins that go on the bookshelf from playing earlier that morning. morning, and it really wasn't that bad. Emmett's not a crazy player. Usually he just plays with his cars, so I was impressed that he played with more than cars this morning. He always reads books, so those are always out, and then I just needed to put this crib mattress back over here, add some diapers to the entertainment center because that's where we store them, to change him out here to be most convenient. And just for myself, I like to keep these throw pillows on the couch, and they often stay on the couch, but when Emmett's getting crazy playing in the living room, they are not left up there. Since we still had time, I wanted to sweep underneath the shoes and this rug that is right in front of the shoe rack, and there were a lot of crumbs underneath the cars over here for some reason, crumbs and dirt. So I was just excited that there was enough time to sweep that out, and that was it. And that will be all for these tidies. Thank you for joining me on these 10-minute tidies. I hope this video gave you some motivation or inspiration to give your home a 10-minute tidy. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye!